Once upon a time, we as parents and grandparents told great stories to our kids. In modern times, our kids are bombarded with thousands of media messages every day. And all these messages, all these stories have a moral. But what morals are our kids really learning today? What are these stories teaching them? As humans, we are wired for stories. It's why we enjoy watching movies, TV shows, and reading books. That's all good. But wait, that's the problem. It's not all good. In ancient Israel, God commanded parents to tell their children the stories of how He rescued them. But when Israel stopped telling God's story, they forgot their heritage. And when they forgot, they lost everything. The same is true today. When we lose our story, our history, we lose our heritage, and we once again risk losing everything. But here's the good news. We've got great stories from our history. Stories that capture kids' imaginations. Stories that teach them while they're entertaining them. Stories of real heroes and real courage. Now, we use that term hero loosely, but a real hero isn't somebody that can dunk a basketball or somebody that can recite a few lines in front of a camera or even somebody that can sing a high note. These people may be admirable, but they aren't real heroes. Our history is rich with amazing stories about true heroes, men and women who risked it all and gave their lives for a cause greater than themselves. Heroes who showed us what courage, faith, and commitment really mean. Heroes who, though they were flawed, made the right decisions when the day came. Their lives are a blueprint for all of us, and most importantly, a blueprint for the day when our kids are faced with life's tough decisions. This is our passion at Heirloom Audio. We want to help busy moms and dads, even grandparents, tell great stories about true heroes. How do we do it? Our unique active listening formula creates audio adventures that instantly transport your child into the heart of the story. Why is this so important? Because no other storytelling medium can awaken the imagination. No other storytelling medium can make stories come alive like a captivating audio drama adventure. That's because kids participate and are engaged in the story as they listen. They picture the stories in their minds and in their hearts. It becomes part of them, and they start to actually live the adventure. These aren't audiobooks. We've assembled a team of the very best writers, actors, sound designers, and music composers in the world to bring real heroes and real history to life. Once upon a time, kids heard great stories. It's time to tell great stories once again. It's time to capture the hearts, minds, and imaginations of the next generation. And maybe, just maybe, we can help them live happily ever after. Hey everybody, Bill Hyde here, executive producer of Under Drake's Flag and now in Freedom's Cause. And I want to thank you for watching America's Greatest Story. You know, the story of freedom really is America's greatest story. Now, Glenn's right when he says this country is in trouble. Our kids today desperately need stories that can inspire, uplift, and encourage them. And that's exactly what you're going to find in our newest active listening audio movie presentation in Freedom's Cause. We call In Freedom's Cause an active listening audio movie. In fact, it looks like an ordinary CD, but it's not, because it's really a movie for the mind, and it activates your child's imagination in a way that no other media can, because it's played in the theater of the mind. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce you to our newest audio movie, featuring Joanne Froggatt from Downton Abbey, Skandar Keynes from Chronicles of Narnia, Billy Boyd from Lord of the Rings, and Jimmy Cosmo from Braveheart. Ladies and gentlemen, In Freedom's Cause.
The Battle of Bannockburn, the battle of all battles, was about to begin.
This is brilliantly written, great insight into history. You've got to make history live.
That a lot of people have sacrificed greatly so that you can be free, so that I can be free.
Run!
Oh, Ned.
To win the freedom of Scotland.
I think the message of freedom really is timeless, and I think it's something that so many nations, including our own, is struggling with.
Open your eyes, Ned!
Sir Robert, I cannot remain idle here while Sir Ned does all the fighting.
I think Lady Marjorie is a great role model, really, for girls, because she is strong, she's got a mind of her own.
Forward, men! Forward, charge!
He stayed true to God and to Scotland.
I want to put Christ back in history because I think he's been almost surgically removed.
This is the God story behind Braveheart.
Sir John...
The Henty story is wonderful, beautiful, a great attention to detail.
the Scots charged with fervour against the English. The English resisted stoutly. Sir John aimed a sweeping blow at Ned. Ned parried.
You get the sense that, individuals can really, make impacts in history.
It's a boy's own story of action, adventure.
You have aroused the wrath of King Edward.
Of bravery and heroism.
So fierce were the blows that the English soldiers shrank back momentarily.
They meet when she's sat up a tree, of all places. Which is unusual.
But do you need help getting down?
I needed no help getting up. I need no help getting down. Thank you very kindly.
I think you're in for a roller coaster of action and drama and emotion.
It's henty. It's full-on adventure. It goes from one adventure to the next.
If you listen to In Freedom's Cause, when you're done, your heart will be stirred with freedom.
Your blood will be pumping, your adrenaline will be going.
And stay true to Scotland.
Aye. Sir William's bravery will live on.
In this day and age, it's good to have drama that takes so seriously that role of faith within history.
In the midst of the shadow of death, I will fear no evils.
For thou art with me.
A powerful adventure that I hope changes people in a powerful way.
I defy you.
Attack him!
It gives you the advantage.
Yes! I will lead the men myself.
Libertas optima rerum!
And they're going to get, as we say, a wonderful story of redemption.
There are always more stories to be told and more adventures to be had.